So spring is finally here. The longer, warmer days are so refreshing.
They certainly are. And as cold and nasty as it got this winter, you would think the pesky pests wouldn't survive and we could count on a not-so-buggy spring. Well, think again. The truth is, those cold snaps that had us bundling up didn't stop some bugs from thriving. Their secret? It's in their blood. Our recent cold snaps might have people thinking there will be fewer bugs this spring. Truth is, most bugs can survive it because they have antifreeze in their blood.
Their freezing point is not 32 degrees, it's well below 32 degrees, and so they can weather it that way, they can get through it. So a lot of insects can do that.
Some of the many insects on Delmarva that have antifreeze are ants, moths, fruit flies, and gnats.
Probably a lot of the common insects have that ability.
Another way bugs can survive a cold spell is by staying near warm buildings, like our houses.
And certainly on the warm sides of houses, and they can do pretty well with getting through a cold spell.
Which is why you won't see too many bugs dying during the cold spring.
They will probably reduce their activity on those particular days while it stays cool. You're not going to see a lot of them out there.
But as soon as it warms back up, you'll see a lot more insects again. Another common way bugs survive cold snaps is by going down into the dirt and hiding under plants.
And it's funny that you should say that, because that's exactly what mosquitoes do. You have probably noticed that you never see mosquitoes during the winter. It's because they're hiding under the ground and under the dirt, and just as the weather warms up, boom, suddenly all the mosquitoes are absolutely everywhere. Make you itch, they can make you scratch. You want to get right down to it. Mosquitoes can be downright annoying. Well, there is another reason why you want to keep your distance from them. Experts have identified a new mosquito disease.
Chikungunya, often called Chick V for short, has spread rapidly across the Caribbean islands.
And these are all separate islands, so it's not like the mosquitoes are flying from one to another.
Mosquito experts say we need to be vigilant and aware, especially since we're weeks away from mosquito season.
This is definitely a case where you have, it's a mosquito biting an affected human, getting the disease, and then transmitting it to another human.
That means people with Chick V could infect other people. The salt marsh mosquito and the floodwaters mosquito can be holders of the disease.
This is something that we're not easily going to be able to control for them, that we're going to need people to police their own property and make sure that they don't have standing water.
The bite can be dangerous. In fact, the word chikungunya means to become contorted. The road to recovery after a single bite can take up to a year.
It's very, very hard on the joints, making the patient feel like they're being drawn or contorted. It hurts so bad that they can't straighten up.
Mosquito control workers are in the first phase of becoming educated on Chick V.
So what we'll be doing for this one in particular is using our traps, such as the one right here next to me, take collections of the Aedes aegypti, albopictus mosquitoes. They'll be brought in, ground up, and we'll be looking to see if they have genetic material in them from chikungunya.
Okay, so experts say that less than 5% of those infected with this disease actually die from it. It could take up to 12 days for a person to know they've even been infected. So the question that we ask everybody is there something we can look for? How are we going to know if perhaps we were bitten? Well, according to the CDC, what they're saying is the most common symptoms are joint pain and fever. Watch out for that.
All right. Well, so we're going to see more bugs this spring, and there's a new mosquito disease. Well, you're probably wondering, how in the world can you protect yourself? Well, here are a few simple steps to keep the bugs away from you and your loved ones. Warmer temperatures aren't just attractive to people, but to bugs too. Summer insects are not only pests, but they can transmit viruses and illnesses that can be dangerous. Mosquitoes can transmit the West Nile virus as well as Eastern equine encephalitis. Fleas can cause bites that can itch and can turn into infections if scratched. And ticks can infect people with Lyme disease and other serious problems. So arm yourself. When going outside, spray for bugs. The Centers for Disease Control recommends repellent containing 20% DEET. If mosquitoes are the primary problem, the CDC says use a repellent that contains at least one of these: DEET, picaridin, IR3535, or oil of lemon eucalyptus. Try to stay away from thick underbrush and trees where ticks hide. Also, check your pet to see if they're carrying these nasty critters. Ticks love hairy animals. And make sure your pet is free of fleas. They too can hitch a ride on your dog or cat and infect those in your home. And when you come inside, check for any of these parasites. Taking a shower helps, but doing a bug check is also effective. And something else you can try, experts say bugs don't like the smell of vanilla. According to Reader's Digest, try diluting 1 tablespoon vanilla extract with 1 cup of water and wiping the mixture on your skin. Now, they also don't like mint, so a simple trick is using your mint mouthwash as a body spray. You'll be minty fresh.
I don't know if I can do that. I'm just going to be honest with you here. But you know, bugs aren't the only thing that the weather is bringing out. Are you sniffling? Are you sneezing? I don't need to tell you, it's allergy season, do I? No. But preventing allergies may all come down to what you eat. Coming up next, the 6 foods to fight the spring crud.
Then we're turning our attention to beef. A steak dinner can eat up a large portion of what's in your pocket these days. We're going to find out what's driving up the cost.
And we're even going to get an in-studio lesson on how to save on buying beef.
How about saving on your car insurance? Some people are opting to have their driving habits monitored to save a few bucks. We'll find out how it works. Don't marvel life. We'll be right back.